Whether you're a foreign assignee, a career expat, a traveling spouse, or a student, moving to a new country can be like starting over from scratch. Questions about where do I go and what do I do? To find out if Luxembourg is the right place for my company and my employees, to set up my business, to get authorizations, to register for income tax, VAT, and Social Security, to learn a new language, meet new people, find new employment. What about real estate, finding office space, a new place to live, as well as childcare, healthcare, schooling for my kids? Far from your roots, living abroad can be a challenge for anyone. For 20 years, the American Chamber of Commerce has strived to help expats integrate and thrive in Luxembourg's international community. Answering questions, solving problems, connecting people and businesses, communicating with government, and promoting Luxembourg are all part of our mission. How do we do this? We offer 40 events a year, including committee-specific events for our 12 committees, monthly lunches, a New Year's reception and a summer party, town hall meetings, as well as a monthly new arrival orientation course. We publish 5,000 paper copies of our news magazine Connection 3 times a year, and an electronic version which is distributed globally. And now, AmCham is thrilled to announce the new 4th edition of our Doing Business in Luxembourg, the comprehensive guide to setting up, running a business, and living in Luxembourg.
It's a very interesting book, exciting articles inside, and so what the big challenge was for us, in fact, to do the design of it, so to contribute also to make the articles readable, to make the book sexy, and to have something special for this.
With up-to-the-minute relevant information on everything useful to the international community in Luxembourg, the guide gives all the details on why Luxembourg, a favorite expat destination in the heart of Europe, is the ideal international headquarters for global business, and tells you exactly what you have to do to get your projects and your life up and running here.
When I became involved in AmCham, we were talking, if we want this organization to be a success, we need to make it part of the solution, not part of the problem. We need to give something back. And one of the things we thought about, we said, well, you know, we've all been through the process of figuring out how difficult it is to set up a company in Luxembourg. Who do you have to see? What do you have to do? What do you have to say? How do you say it? And we thought, well, we know how to do those things.
So who's the guide for, and what's inside? Doing Business in Luxembourg is a comprehensive business book targeting CFOs who are looking for a European location.
Mark Feider, senior partner at Allen & Overy Luxembourg, one of the prime, let's say, law firms in the world, about 5,000 staff, 160 approximately in Luxembourg. So I think it's a pleasure, of course, to put Luxembourg for me, you know, on the map.
Why Luxembourg, and what do we offer? Luxembourg offers a business-friendly Central European location which is safe, international, and family-friendly. The country is multilingual and multicultural, and we enjoy good transportation connections and low taxes.
I still have fond memories of just coming from San Francisco to Luxembourg. Over those 20 years, dramatic change in terms of the way that the business environment has evolved. And significantly in my area of funds, tremendous growth, and that growth we think is going to continue. And obviously AmCham, we have been a part of this journey with AmCham for a long time. We contribute in many different ways. So PwC, in terms of we're in different committees, in trying to, with AmCham, help to support the community of the companies within the AmCham to evolve, to grow, and to leverage Luxembourg as a place for their business.
If you're part of an advanced team coming to check things out, we tell you who to see, what to say, and what to ask, which papers to bring, how to make arrangements to set yourself up.
We figured it all out. And we thought maybe our contribution to the people in the government of Luxembourg could be to tell that story and to tell it in an expat-friendly way to an international audience so that a CFO who's looking for a European headquarters will have something to read that says, wow, this Luxembourg sounds pretty interesting.
Also in the guidebook, a newly arriving country team will find expat information, labor law, taxes and VAT, business rules, networking, and government relations.
I think AmCham for me is a mother of all international chambers here in Luxembourg, and you know, they're doing just a great job, and it's a pleasure to, in one way or another, you know, be associated with them.
Materials to support people in their transition to life in Luxembourg are so important, and AmCham's book, Doing Business in Luxembourg, is really exciting because it combines both social and professional aspects, making it a key volume that expats can rely on.
For headquarters back home, there's information on taxes and HR rules and how things work.
I think in Luxembourg there's lots of potential to do business and lots of creative ideas can be implemented. But for this, young person needs to have know-how, needs to know proper people, needs to know legislation, needs to know the environment, and AmCham gives it all.
And last but not least, Doing Business in Luxembourg contains a wealth of information for individual expats regarding house and car and personal settling in, old age pensions, the medical system, who to see and what to do.
It's very nice when you arrive as a foreigner and you don't know anybody, because actually your company just put you somewhere in the middle of nowhere where you don't know anybody. It's very nice to have people who take care of you and who tell you where you are.
What I really like about AmCham is that it's, if you would just take the name, it would seem like it's only Americans. But it's not. I mean, it's people from all over the world, so I really appreciate that because you can meet different people, different cultures, different mindsets.
I've learned a lot, not only in terms of information, because I have been reading the 40 chapters on tax, on financial issues, and it's been very enriching in that sense in terms of information, but also in terms of how do we do things together. And this is what AmCham does. We show people how to do things together.
I'm really proud of the AmCham team, of what they've achieved, and I really congratulate them on the upcoming edition of Business in Luxembourg. And I'm especially pleased because it's been my baby in the past, and I'm really happy to see that it's being treated well and that it's thriving and growing and getting better each time. So I'm really proud of everyone.
You know, at the end of the day, pretty much anybody could go ahead and write a book like this if they wanted to. So the question might be, why us? We don't have the Luxembourg bias for saying things. We have the international perspective of knowing how an international person will hear the answer and if we're going ahead and getting the answer right. So we think we're perfectly positioned as foreigners, but foreigners who love Luxembourg, to go ahead and tell Luxembourg's story to an international audience honestly, professionally, and in a way that solves all the problems that someone would want to have answers for.
Congratulations to AmCham for your book. It's really great, and you're doing a great job in Luxembourg. We're extremely happy to have you here since 20 years now, and I hope you will do your job for another 20 years. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, AmCham, on the 4th edition of your new book.
So congratulations, AmCham.
Congratulations, AmCham.
I really congratulate them from the bottom of my heart.
Congratulations on this really thick and very complete book. I think there is nothing missing, actually.
It's a great initiative. I really, I congratulate AmCham, and we're very supportive of the effort.
Just keep on rowing!
The all-new 4th edition of Doing Business in Luxembourg. More IT info, more entrepreneurial info. The reference guide for setting up and running a business in Luxembourg.